Hello YouTube and hello viewers, and welcome back to yet another episode of creating a 2D side scroller in Unreal Engine 4. My name's Wayne and I've been taking you for all these fantastic videos in creating a 2D side scroller. We actually hit 1K views on our very first video we created, which was about a month ago. I want to thank every single one of you that have viewed that one. You guys are absolutely amazing and you guys keep on surprising me. What we're going to do and look at in this session is we're going to make a main menu system. This is going to be displayed when we first start the game. So basically when you load up the game, obviously you get greeted by this menu, and then obviously you start, you either choose to start game or you get to choose to quit the game, and etc. Now we're going to make two types of menu systems. The first one's the main menu, and that's going to be in this session. We're then going to look at another menu system. So for example, if you're in game and you happen to die, we could then set up some buttons, for example, to go to a checkpoint. We can do it to load a game and etc. So we'll look at that one in another tutorial. But for now, we're just going to stick with the basic one so you understand the principles behind making a menu system. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make a new folder called levels. Okay, now I've already done that because I made a mistake in the previous video. Believe it or not, I've actually made a mistake, so I had to go all the way back. So if you can make a folder called levels, this is going to be really important because we're going to make a new level. You can give it a color. Remember, I like giving everything colors, so what color don't we have? Red. We don't have red yet, so we'll use red in this example. Okay? Now, in the levels, we have to go to File, New. So we're going to make a new level. It's going to be empty, okay? And we're going to go File and Save, which is basically going to allow us to save the level straight away. And we're going to call this Main Menu. Okay, so we're just going to call that one Main Menu. And that's pretty much it. That will be our main menu, which will be the very first map that will load in Unreal when you play the game. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make a HUD. So navigate your way to the HUD, and we're going to make a new widget. And to do that, you just right click, go down to User Interface, and open up Widget Blueprint. We're going to call this HUD, HUD, underscore main menu. Right, so just the main menu. Double click on that, and that's going to allow us to create this main menu system for our game. Now, what we need to do is quite simply just throw some things in, really. So the first thing we'll do is just throw in a text block, so our header for our main menu. So let's just call this Wazza Tuts, because obviously that's our tutorial we're following. Let's make that a little bit bigger. That'll do. And then obviously we can just stretch that out. Okay. Put that into the middle. Now something I want to show you is that that's really not going to be centerized on any monitor that you play on. This cool little thing here will allow us to centerize things that we put in. So if you just click and drag that and place that in the middle, that will then centerize that text no matter how big your screen is. So it's pretty cool. It does help with, especially if you have low res monitors and etc. So we're going to add a button like so. Right, and on that button, let's put some text on there. And we're going to call this one Start New Game. Right, so this button's going to allow us to start a new game. And remember, centerize that. So we just pop that into the middle and centerize. That's not really center, but we'll put it just there. The next one we want to do is make another button. So we're going to add another button here. I'll try and fit it the same size. We should have really just duplicated it, really. Doesn't matter. We could just tinker. I mean, you guys can make it look good. You guys always do. And we're going to add a text box onto there, and we're just going to call this one Quit Game. Now it's very easy to make a menu system. It's not difficult. All you got to know is what do you put where and how does it work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up these buttons to work properly. Now to do that, we're going to click on the button. We're going to go down to where it says OnClicked, click on that button, and now we can tell it to do something. So now basically that button was to start our game. And to do that's really easy. We just drag off, say open level, and it's going to ask us for a level name. Now, I'm going to be real with you, and we're actually going to change this later on because we're going to make an enum that's going to hold all our levels. And we're going to say, okay, what level was he currently on if he had a save game? And if he did, then open up that level. But in this case, we just simple HUD, so it makes sense if we just put our level name in here. Now the level that we got is called, if you click on content and we go by filter and we look for levels, the level that we actually started making everything in was this 2D side-scroller example map. So we're just going to click on it so we can get the text. So we're going to Control C, go into our main menu, and we're just going to paste that into there. So basically, when we click on that button, it's going to open up our map. The next thing we have to look at is we have to set up the next button, which is the quick game. So we go down, say unclick, and it's as simple as saying quit game. It's simple as that. So basically we're saying here, so when we click the button, open that level. If we click this button, then obviously quit the game. Let's compile and play, and you'll notice that we just have our guy falling. Nothing else is happening. It's just a guy falling in an empty world, and we've still got a HUD up, but I'm going to show you how to remove that, so don't worry about that one. Okay? Now, obviously we want this HUD to show on the main menu, which we just played. So this was the main menu. Pretty much nothing in here at all. You can see there's absolutely nothing. Obviously spawns in our player straight away. And so we'll throw in our player. But if we go to let's just go front view again, doesn't matter for now. And what we're going to do is when this level loads, right? So when the level loads, we want to show that HUD. Now to do that, you make sure you're on your main menu. So just let's save all for now. Just make sure everything's all saved. For example, our HUD. So main menu, blueprints, and we're going to open this level blueprint here. Okay, so that's the blueprint to this level called main menu. So let's open that up, and we're going to use the event begin play. So when this main menu starts up, so when that level opens, we're going to say we need to get our widget. Now, if you type in widget, a lot of people make the mistake of saying, okay, it's going to be this one, the add widget component. That's not right. What we are going to add is the create widget, which we already have created, and that fools people because you think, oh, it's create the widget where I have to make it. That's not the case. We've already got it, and it's here called main menu. All right. But even then, if I compile and play, it's not showing. It's not showing the user that the menu's there. So we have to do that. And to do that's really simple. We'll drag off this blue node, and we're going to say add, and we just need to add this widget to the viewport. So the viewport being the screen. So let's compile and play. Now we should be able to see our menu, but we still got a few problems that we're pulling the widget from previous levels. We don't really want to do that because that's really silly. I mean, why do we want to see that information? Okay, so we need to get rid of that. And the easiest way to do that is just move this over to the side. On our event begin play, the very first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to remove all widgets. So we're going to get rid of them. And then we're going to create our new main menu. And then we're going to add our menu to the viewport. So let's compile and play. And now that's removed all widgets around whatever I had in regards to blueprints and etc. That's all now gone. And now it's just showing my main menu. But you'll notice I can't click on any buttons. That's because we've got no mouse cursor. So we need to get that mouse cursor active. And that's really easy. All we need to do is get. So we're going to get our player controller. So we're going to get our player controller. And all we need to get from the controller is the mouse. So if we drag off this, we can't type in mouse because that's not going to work because that's going to get input from our mouse. We don't want that. But what we do want to get hold of is a cursor, which is the mouse cursor. Now we can get, or we can show, we can get and set. And we want to set it. And we want it to be on. So when we see that viewport, we want to have our mouse so we can click on whatever we want to click on. So let's compile and play. And when I click on the start new game, it's easy as that. Our game is now started, and it starts on that first level or the level that we have created. If I escape and play again and click on quit game, notice it then shuts down the game. So it's as easy as that. I mean, making a menu system is rather simple, but obviously our next one we create does get a little bit complicated because we need to pull stuff from our save game info and stick that into our blueprint. And that's pretty much the menu. There's nothing else I can say about that. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's been a very easy one this session, but I just wanted to show you that you can create the menu system. It's really easy to do. But don't forget, we will be adding on to this. And yeah, I mean, if you wanted to start when the level plays, all you have to do is go into your project settings and set the default map to your main menu. And that will pretty much allow it to always play no matter when you hit that play button, the main menu will always show. Okay, thank you very much. My name's Wayne. It was nice taking you for this episode. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and just pretty much drop these videos wherever you like. Thank you very much. It was nice taking you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.